Today we are going to talk about Sniper Ultimate Kill. This is the story of two dangerous snipers who want to kill each other. The story begins, and we see a man named Diego Pablo, and he is in the bathtub. Then a beautiful girl comes to him, and they both come close. Then a bullet is fired, and as soon as they see their work is over, then we see a man named Worthington, and Worthington used to be in the US Marines, but now he is hiding and sitting in a room and looking at him. It seems that he is very scared, and he is very worried from inside. That's why he goes to the window again, and in the meantime, we see some pictures in his hand, and in this he is looking at his friends who were with him in the Marines. Then as soon as he sees, he picks up his gun. In the end, he presses the trigger and takes his life, and soon this thing spreads everywhere. That's why his best friend comes to Worthington's funeral, whose name is Brandon Beckett, and Beckett is very sad about his friend's death. Then a soldier comes to him whose name is Richard Miller, and Miller is also a very dangerous sniper, but now Miller is working as a recruiter. That's why he tells Brendan that you should come with us because we are going on a mission in Bogota. That's why I want you to join the task force. Our team is anti-terrorist and also works against drug smugglers, and there is a need for a better sniper like you. That's why I want you to join the task force because there is a lot of crime in South America. That's why we're all going to Bogota now. Then after hearing these things, Brendan gets into thinking, but after thinking a little, he says yes and leaves for Bogota, and after reaching there, he goes to the National Police Department where he meets the Major Hector, and he sees everything here. That's why he gives Brendan a file here and tells about Jesus Moral and says that the more drugs are being smuggled here, he gets all the work done by Moral, and he uses small children and all the locals here. He also threatens them, but for the past few days, he has been killing all his competitors, and to kill them, he uses a dangerous sniper, and recently he has killed Diego Pablo, and every day he is getting more dangerous. That's why we have to catch him. Then we see another member of his team here whose name is Kate. That's why all these people start making plans, and everyone gives their own suggestions. Then Brendan says that we should use drones here, then only we will be able to reach Moral, because after listening to him, I feel that he doesn't come out much. That's why we have to wait for the right time when he comes out, and only drones can do this for us. But now most people don't pay attention to what Brendan says. Then Kate says that we have to kill Moral anyway. We can't even arrest him, otherwise things will be bad for us. Then Brendan and Kate start leaving. Then Kate asks Brendan if he came here willingly. Did anyone force you to come here? Then Brendan says no. Then Kate says take rest, we have to leave for work soon. And now it's morning. Then in the morning, Brendan is sent with Santiago to the jungle because he has got the news that Moral is hidden in this jungle. That's why these people start looking for him everywhere, and after a while they find Moral's farmhouse. Then Brendan starts watching the activities around, and when he is satisfied, then he informs the rest of the team, and now a big team arrives here, and they slowly move forward towards the farmhouse, and Brendan is covering them from a distance. But as soon as the soldiers go inside and a soldier tries to open the door, there is a very big blast here, and we know that Moral already knew all these things. That's why he set up a trap here, and a lot of soldiers were killed in this blast, and more people are injured than that still. Everyone tries to handle it. Then we know that a sniper is hiding here, that is Moral's sniper. His name is El Diablo, and he starts shooting at them one by one. That's why everyone gets worried, and they don't understand who is attacking them, but Brendan is watching these things. That's why as soon as he sees, he finds out where Diablo is. That's why he starts shooting at him blindly, but Diablo also knows that there is a sniper here. That's why he runs away from his position, and everyone comes back to their headquarters, and they are talking about this. How did they find out that we are going to raid there? And that's why they set up a trap here. Then after hearing all this, Brendan says that I need 48 hours and I think I can catch Moral. Then everyone trusts Brendan here, and Brendan reaches the safe house of DEA and goes there and starts planning. That's when we see Diablo, and now Moral calls Diablo and gives him the location of the safe house and says that there are two people there, Brendan and Kate, and you have to kill both of them. That's why Diablo also leaves. That's when we see Brendan and Kate is very angry and she wants to kill Moral. Then Brendan explains to her and says that we can't be in a hurry today. We were in a hurry. And what was the result? The result is in front of us. That's why we have to be very careful. The sniper they have is very cunning. That's why if we make a mistake, then he won't leave us. That's why we need to plan. But now Kate doesn't listen to these things and goes out of here to go to her informant, and she goes to a bar. That's when some goons start teasing her, but Kate kills them and drops them. Then she takes a bottle of alcohol and goes and sits. That's when we see Father Carlos, and Carlos is his informant. Then Carlos tells Kate that Diablo is very dangerous and Diablo knows where Moral is. That's why it's so difficult to find Moral. That's when we see Brendan, and Santiago tells him that Diablo is here and he's probably trying to aim at you. That's why Brendan is also alert, and he also takes out his gun. Then Santiago starts scanning him, and he quickly tells Diablo's location. That's why after finding the location, now Brendan starts aiming and Diablo also starts aiming, and both of them know that both of them have aimed at each other. That's why as soon as they fire, they move away from their own places. That's why neither of them gets shot. But in the morning, Brendan now gets Diablo's bullet, and he sees that this bullet is very Dangerous, that's why now they start investigating this bullet. Then they find out that this is a smart bullet and it can change its thorn for 30 seconds. That's why it's very difficult to avoid these bullets. Then after hearing these things, Brendan understands how dangerous Diablo is. That's when we see Moral, and Moral is playing billiards here, and while playing, as soon as he loses his game, he takes out his gun and starts scaring the winner. And here we know how psycho Moral is, but then he laughs and says that he is joking. But now Moral's phone rings, and as soon as he picks up the phone, he hears Diablo's voice, and Moral starts going upstairs. But as soon as he enters his room, he finds Diablo in front of him, and Diablo has put a gun on him. That's why Diablo says, "I need my money right now." Then Moral says, "You will get your money when you finish Brendan's work," and after saying this, he leaves. That's when we see Brendan and Kate, and now they are going to a new safe house. That's when Kate's phone rings, and when she picks up the call, she finds out that this is Father Carlos, and Carlos tells her that Diablo has a new girlfriend. Her name is Maria, and after saying this, he tells Kate where they can meet Maria, and Kate starts telling all this to Brendan, and they start planning. That's when a truck comes and hits their car, and their car turns over. That's when a lot of goons come out of that truck, and they start shooting at them. But now Brendan also picks up his gun, and he also starts shooting at them, and after seeing this, all the goons start running, and Kate leaves here to meet Maria, and she reaches Maria's house soon, but Diablo has left a lot of his men here. That's why now they attack Kate, and they are about to kill Kate. That's when Brendan comes here, and he starts shooting at them, and Kate also starts competing with them, and they kill everyone, but 2 people run away. That's when Kate catches Maria, and when she takes out her necklace, she also gets a picture of Diablo. That's why now Brendan calls the headquarters and tells them everything, and also says that we are not safe here wherever we are going. We are being attacked. That's why we can't tell our location to anyone. And after saying this, Brendan hangs up and goes with Father Carlos, and now Kate is also with him, and they are about to go to a secret place. But now this thing is spreading all over the place that Brendan is killing all the people of Morales, and Morales is not able to do anything. That's why Morales gets angry, and one night he reaches Diablo's house and he shoots at Diablo. Then Diablo also shoots at him. Then Morales tells him to put down his gun, and I have brought $5 lakh for you, and as soon as you kill Brendan and Kate you will get $5 lakh more, but you have to do this as soon as possible, otherwise I don't even know what I will do with you. Then Diablo also agrees for this, and he goes to find Brendan and Kate, and he goes to his informant and he gives him $50,000. Then he tells him that they are with a priest. That's when we see Kate, and Kate is very upset. That's why she tells Brendan that we had to meet Father tonight at 10 o'clock at night, but I am sending him messages again and again, but no reply. Then Brendan hears these things and understands that something is wrong. That's why they both hide and go to the church. After seeing the activities of the church, they also have doubts. That's why they go in through the back door, and after going inside, Brendan also takes his position, and he starts looking everywhere where Diablo is. Then he sees that he has hanged Father with a rope, and Father is dying, and Diablo has done this on purpose so that they come to save Father, and they finish both their work. But Kate does not understand this, and she starts going to save Father. Then Brendan stops her and says that he wants this as soon as we go out, he will blow us both. And after saying this, Brendan shows his aim and he shoots straight at the rope, but only half the rope is cut. Then he is about to shoot the second bullet. By then the rope breaks, and Diablo is watching all these things, and by shooting Brendan, he has now found the location. That's why he starts shooting them blindly, and they both sit down. That's when Diablo sees Father that he is still alive. That's when Diablo shoots Father and he dies, and as soon as he sees this, it spreads all over the city. That's why the whole city is mourning, and Kate and Brendan also go to Father's funeral, and there is a lot of crowd here, and there are government people everywhere, and along with that, there are people of morality here who are looking for Brendan and Kate, but Brendan is also looking for people of morality here. That's when he sees a boy, and he understands that he works for morality. That's why Brendan starts catching him, but that boy is running away from here. But in the end, Brendan catches him. Then he asks him, where is morality? Then the boy starts crying and says that I also want you to catch morality because he killed Father, but if I tell you, then the people of morality will kill me and my family. Then Brendan says that nothing will happen to you and your family, just tell me where is morality. Then this man tells the location of morality, and soon the police arrive at morality, and they also arrest him, but they don't want to keep him here. That's why they bring morality to Miami, and they believe that Diablo will also follow them. That's when we see Diablo, and he is at Miami airport, and he has come here with a different name. He has named himself Garcia. Then Diablo starts his work, and he starts collecting all his weapons. That's when we see Miller, who goes to Brendan, and he also gives him a smart bullet and says that it will make your aim stronger. Then they start keeping an eye everywhere, and now they have to take them out of here, but they know that Diablo will also be here, and along with him, there will be a lot of people who will try to get rid of morality. That's why they take out a lot of cars, and in most of the cars, they have kept different people who have black tape on their faces so that they can confuse Diablo and he can't understand which car has morality, and now they are moving forward. That's when we see some of the goons of morality who are following these cars. That's when we see Diablo, who shoots at one of their cars. That's why all the cars are destroyed and the goons of morality come out and they start shooting. That's when Miller shows his magic, and he kills all the goons of morality one by one, but Brendan is still calm because he is waiting for Diablo so that he knows where Diablo's location is. That's when Diablo shoots at the cars again and Brendan finds out where Diablo is. That's why Brendan also aims with his smart bullet, and as soon as he sees it, he blows up Diablo's head. That's when they find out that the van that was being shot at, that whole van, was empty, and they were controlling it remotely so that they can find out who is sitting in between them. And here they find out about John, who has always been giving their information to Moral, and Moral was able to attack them again and again. But now these people have caught John, and the whole truth is in front of them. Then they tell John that Moral has gone from here a long time ago and has taken him to DA. This whole drama was to kill Diablo and to catch you. That's why they arrest John, and that's how this film ends. So friends, our today's video ends here. If you liked our video, then like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.